Money Madness by T.H. Lawrence. The poem Money Madness shows us the picture of a world obsessed, mad with money. The poet has brought out a money centered society wherein an individual is measured based upon one's money power. He says that money madness is a massive collective madness. Each individual carries his or her share of insanity. If one has to hand out a pound note, one feels the pain, and to hand out a 10-pound note is a real shock. Money has made us slave. It has a cruel power. The poet says that we are frightened of the collective madness. A human being's worth is measured by money. If he has no money, he has to eat mud or go cold. Keep silent. If we do not have money, they will give us little bread so that we do not die. The poet is afraid of eating mud without money. It is this fear that can become a delirium. So the poet says that we must have some money to save us from eating dirt. However, T.H. Lawrence comes up with a wish to live in a better society where bread, shelter, and fire should be free to everyone all over the world. We must come out of this money madness and regain our sanity before we start killing one another. The poem Money Madness is a reflection of human society that was transforming rapidly due to industrialization. Nevertheless, the concern is expressed by D.H. Lawrence is relevant in today's context also. Though it may not be possible to think of our life without money, money madness holds its power and it has created a situation of unfair competition, rivalry, and selfishness. Money madness is all about people's insanity over money in this materialistic world. Their thoughts are only filled with the crisp notes and jingles of coins. According to the poet, the multitude is mad and individual has their fair share of insanity with him. People hesitate while sharing a little. The poet describes how money makes them slaves and afraid of losing their position. He is of the view that money madness is more frightening than the cost. They don't care to enslave the penniless fellows. The poor ones are even made to eat dirt. At last, the poet in a vexed tone says that the essential things for survival should be free. Otherwise, this madness must lead humankind to ruthlessly kill each other. So now let us see the stanza-wise explanation. Money is our madness, our vast collective madness. And of course, if the multitude is mad, the individual carries his own grain of insanity around with him. I doubt if any man living hands out a pound note without a pang and a real tremor. If he hands out a 10-pound note, we quail. Money makes us quail. It has got us down. We grovel before it is strange terror. And no wonder, for money has a fearful, cruel power among men. The poet says that wherever we look, there is a madness for money. In fact, money can be termed as metaphor for the word madness, and this madness is not on small or individualistic levels. It is the madness of the multitude in numbers unimaginable and at levels incredible. And since the multitude as a whole is mad, so every person in this world carries his share of this madness, his share of this insane race after money. The poet doubts that there exists a man in this world who hands out a pound note to someone without a feeling of pang at heart. No matter how noble he may feel while giving away that note, his heart always wishes if only he could do all that good without having to take out that note from his own pocket. And when that note turns to a 10-pound note, we experience real tremors within us. We tremble from inside while giving away that note as if we have been robbed. Money makes us kneel in front of itself. It makes us fearful, and a sense of apprehension and stress grips us as we try to overcome a loss as materialistic and as small as 10-pound notes. It has an exaggerating power to influence our life. But it is not money we are terrified of. It is the collective money madness of mankind. For mankind says with one voice, how much is he worth? Has he no money? Then let him eat dirt and go cold. But in the broader sense, it is not the money that we are terrified of, but it is the madness that mankind shows for it, the multitude madness that gives money such an undeserved status in the society of today. And from here arises the feeling that money is all that matters today. It means peace of body and of mind. Every time the society sees the man, no one cares for his moral values and behavior. All that decides his social status is how much is he worth. If he has no money, then he well deserves all the guilt, criticism, and blame that comes with poverty. Let him go cold, says the society. And if I have no money, they will give me a little bread so I do not die. But they will make me eat dirt for it. I shall have to eat dirt. I shall have to eat dirt if I have no money. It is that I am afraid of, and that fear can become a delirium. It is the fear of my money mad fellow man. We must have some money to save us from eating dirt, and this is wrong. Bread should be free, shelter should be free, fire should be free to all and anybody all over the world. We must regain our sanity about money before we start killing one another about it. It's one thing or the other. The poet goes on to say that if one has no money, the world would give him little money, only enough to perhaps buy a piece of bread in the name of humanity. But even this small offering doesn't come for free. He has to eat dirt to get it, suffering through pains unheard and criticism unparalleled. The poet says it is this pitiful and inhumane situation that he is afraid of. He fears that such madness for money might result in the world going completely insane. It is this fear of money mad fellow men going into a state of delirium that resides within him. If we are to save ourselves from humiliation, criticism, guilt, and blames in this modern day world, we must have money because money parallels power. And this poet strongly criticizes such a morally and socially degraded state of modern day society. He proclaims that bread, shelter, and fire should be free to anybody and everybody all over the world. We must regain our sanity when it comes to money. We must replace our madness with logic. Otherwise, soon enough, we will start killing one another for the sake of money. It is either one way or the other.